Well, how is everybody doing? It is Saturday. It is May 29th, 2021. So we have some updates from yesterday's court um, hearing with Jeremy and Jennifer. And apparently Jennifer was issued a witness exclusion order. And I want to get into that real quick before we get into the new Metro State video, which is going to be some interesting things in that video. I have already watched it. The video was released a little over 5 hours ago, maybe going on 6 now. It's a short video that Jennifer released, another telephone call, and we'll get into why that possibly might violate the exclusion order. So let's dive into this exclusion order. All right, so real quickly, I want to go over this. This is what are the penalties for violations of witness exclusion orders. When witnesses violate exclusion orders, the judge may come up with the appropriate measures, such as allowing the lawyer for the other side to cross-examine the witness about the violation and challenge the witness's credibility, explaining to the jurors how they should evaluate the witness's credibility in light of the violation, citing the witness and any lawyers who were responsible for the violation for contempt of court, disqualifying the witness from testifying, or declaring a mistrial, ordering a new trial, or reversing the judgment. So, what is a witness exclusion order? So a witness exclusion order comes from Florida Statute 90.616, exclusion of witnesses. At the request of a party, the court shall order, or upon its own motion the court may order, witnesses excluded from a proceeding so that they cannot hear the testimony of other witnesses except as provided in subsection 2. A witness may not be excluded if the witness is A party who is a neutral person, B, in a civil case, an officer or employee of a party that is not a neutral person, the party's attorney shall designate the officer or employee who shall be the party's representative, a person whose presence is shown by the party's attorney to be essential to the presentation of the party's case. In a criminal case, the victim of the crime, the victim's next of kin, the parent or guardian of a minor child victim, or a lawful representative of such person, unless upon motion the court determines such person's presence to be prejudicial. So those are the reasons why they might not be excluded. But Jennifer was, after her testimony yesterday, she was asked to leave the court by the judge and not to come back in for the rest of the proceeding. That's what happened. And you'll hear that in the phone call. But she stayed just outside the court in the hall area, and she could hear what was going on in the court. So she might have violated the exclusion order, and she admits to this in the actual phone call video on Metro State's channel. So let's go ahead and dive into that.
This call is from a collection facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
how are you?
I don't even know how to answer that.
Yeah. Well, you weren't in the courtroom today either when they told me that. They're recommending that I might be
eligible for life.
What?
Now, to me, this sounds like this could be a scare tactic if this is a true statement that they told Jeremy that he could be looking at life in prison. It very well could be if they lumped all the charges together. We know that he was looking at 85 years. At 40, what is he? He's 41 now. He'll be dead by the time 85 years goes by. So it looks like a scare tactic on behalf of the prosecution if it is a true statement. And it's a very, very good scare tactic. Usually it's the hey, look, we're going to offer you a plea deal, but you don't take it. We just might lump all these damn charges together and put your ass in prison for the rest of your life. So it very well could be a scare tactic to get him to go to a plea deal.
Yeah.
Who said that?
That's what the state prosecutor said while talking with the mirror in front of the judge, that if they added all the charges together, I would qualify with the Reoffender Act.
You're not getting life for this bullshit. It's bullshit. You didn't do enough to get life in prison. You didn't kill anyone. You didn't try to kill anyone. You didn't pull a gun on anyone. Those are life sentences. What are we talking about? Okay, Jeremy, tell me what you want to do. Do you want me to not... Remember I said that day? Remember what I said to you? Tell me what you want to do. If you want me to leave, I'll leave. Okay? If that's what you want me to do. If you want me to stay, I'll stay with you. But if you want me to go, I'll go. You tell me what you want.
Jen, I don't know what's going to happen. Who are we lying to? I'm not coming home.
I feel
So what
like
else did Amir tell you?
he said something about... I talked to the state. You know who I'm talking about, right? I talked to that person. And, I was just really upset. And that person was just, trying to help me. Because I don't have anyone else to talk to about this. And, they were just saying, they should have taken that deal. They were like, I don't know what was going on, why they decided not to, what, council decided not to. They were like, it would have been a great deal. We would have fought for him.
Yeah, so in this, you just heard Jennifer. She was talking about the plea deal for the battery charge. And it was 1 year probation, not in custody, incarcerated. 1 year probation. And he had to attend basically what would be considered anger management classes, but because it was a battery charge, it's going to deal with his anger issues and all kinds of things. And how for him to go from being angry and aggressive and getting physical to how to redirect that to a different target. That's besides the point, but they would have reinstated his bonds for that, according to this statement. And he would have had to have no hostile contact with the victim. So, it was a great plea deal. He could have been out and been back to work, but he was stupid. He didn't take the deal. And, that's totally up to Jeremy. That's not up to Amir. Jennifer making it sound like it's with the counsel that he had, which would have been Amir. But that's not Amir's choice. That's Jeremy's choice. Amir can only present him with the deal and say, it's up to you. And then give Jeremy's decision back to the prosecution and to the courts. And then they sign the plea deal, or they throw the plea deal out the window. So with Jennifer saying, we don't know why the counsel didn't want to take the deal, it was a good deal. It's not up to Jeremy's counsel. It's not up to the counsel at all. It's not up to the attorneys representing Jeremy. It's up to Jeremy to take that plea deal. And ultimately, Jeremy chose a stupid decision because he could have been out. He could have been back making money. But as we see with all things, Jeremy is not going to change. Jeremy is going to say, I'm innocent, I'm not taking that.
It's just, but you guys wanted me to get rid of it. You wanted me to drop it. I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just saying.
I don't know either. I said that to Amir too. I said, how do we go from this deal to she's excited to let me go home to today?
I'm not.
It doesn't even matter. I have trial next week.
If you don't want me, Jeremy, I understand. I understand. I get it.
I want to see you. I do. But do you understand that this is happening because of everything that you've said in the past?
Okay, I love you, but
I can already hear it, guys. I know. I'll go ahead and apologize. It's not the best audio quality. But, I hope you heard that. Jeremy just keeps putting the blame off on everybody else. This time it's, I'm locked up because of everything you've done, Jennifer. He doesn't take responsibility for his own actions. And in a little bit, you're going to see Jennifer brings that up. Actually, take some fucking responsibility. That's going to be exactly what Jennifer says. So, Jeremy, you've got to start taking responsibilities for your own actions. And you're also going to hear what Jennifer says the judge stated was the reason why he's not out is because he's a danger to society. And the judge says, based off of the phone call from 911 dispatch from Jennifer, you can hear she's terrified. We have nothing else to do but believe she was genuinely scared for her safety.
you can't have to stop doing that. Honey, I was outside in the hallway. I heard them playing the videos of you. Stop it. Don't lie to me.
Playing the videos of me?
Of you. Yes. Or whoever. You know what I'm talking about. I heard them playing the videos. With the sirens.
One video of me.
No, it was back. Well, it was a long fucking video. Because I heard it. No, honey. And then when somebody was hitting the hood of that car, another car.
It was a silver car. Yeah.
Okay, honey. So stop it. And I know that was also a factor. So stop it.
And this is where the witness exclusion order comes into play. Because she was supposed to leave and not be there for the rest of the hearing. But she stayed outside the courtroom in the hallway. She wasn't in the courtroom. But she could still hear what was going on inside the courtroom. And this could possibly be considered a violation of the witness exclusion order, where she was told to, get out of the courtroom, don't pay attention to the rest of the proceedings, get out of here, you're free to go, but you will be recalled. So they might be able to take this as an actual piece of evidence and question her next time she's in court as to why did she sit and eavesdrop on the court proceedings when she was told, get out of here. You are ordered to exclude yourself from the rest of the proceeding. Get out of here. They might be taking this as a way to say, okay, Jennifer's testimony to say that he's innocent, it's not credible. She did not follow orders from the judge. They might get her dismissed as a witness. Who knows? But you've seen the list of things that a judge can do in that case. This might violate that witness exclusion order.
Don't do that when you blame me.
What she said was, never mind. It doesn't matter. What's the point?
No, it doesn't. No, honey. I'm not trying
to point fingers. I'm just trying to make
it matters to me. It matters to me.
And like I said earlier, here he goes blaming Jennifer for everything. And she's not having any of it. She's like, quit blaming me. It's not just me. You've got to, she's going to say here in a minute, you've got to start taking responsibility for some of this stuff. Because it's not just me. It's not Vidler. It's not this. It's not that. Jeremy, grow up. You need to start taking responsibility for your actions. This cannot keep going on. It's why you're in so much trouble right now.
Because you've put this guilt, you've put all this on my shoulders. Honey, I understand what I did when we weren't together. I understand that. But I didn't do all these things to you. I didn't do all of these things to you. You had a record before I met you. You were doing shit when I wasn't with you. And you were lying to me and having me deal with all this guilt and putting it all on my shoulders. Stop. Take responsibility for some of it.
Just stop. I understand you were mad.
You don't love me.
You did.
You do not love me, Jeremy, and it's okay. It's okay.
But
It's okay.
I do.
No, you don't. You don't.
Why? Because what I saw today is what...
Because you're blaming...
FBI,
You're blaming me for everything.
I'm not blaming you. You're a main part of the reason. Sure.
And here you see he did it again. She confronts him. She goes, hey, quit putting this all on me. This is not all my fault. Take responsibility for your actions. And what does he do? I'm not doing that. You're sure part of the reason why I'm still in here. Again, he can't take responsibility for his own actions. He never can, never will.
Wait, so it's not your past, which is why your sentences are enhanced. It's not your past, and it's not what they're accusing you of. It's me. It's me.
The fact that we had to call 911 and all that bullshit. You know?
Honey, I don't want... I mean, this is a dropped case, but you really want me to talk about what happened? Like, stop it.
No, I don't want to talk. We need to stop because I don't need any more issues.
Oh, okay.
The calls are still apparently recorded.
Okay.
So, the only thing that he did fucking say that was that the prosecutor heard and may be willing to help us, but I doubt it. But last week, the sheriff's office put out a memo to the whole sheriff's department officially saying leave Metro State alone, do not pull them over unless they're committing a capital offense only.
How is that going to help? How would that help you?
Because it shows, Amir said the prosecutor was shocked, and so was the judge. The judge was shocked that was said. And they were like, well, why is that? The sheriff's office was standing down and no longer pursuing Metro State, and the order was out to leave us alone totally. Unless we were committing a capital offense.
Okay.
I'm going to lose everything. I got to sell everything now. I don't know how we're going to do this. Because you won't talk to them, they won't talk to you, and you guys are all arguing all this shit. I don't know when that happened. I don't know what's going on, how that happened, how it got to that point.
So now you've left me with all of this, and again, you've put more on my shoulders.
I'm not putting it on your
I
shoulders.
can't believe you're doing this to me. I can't believe you're doing this to me.
I'm not doing anything.
Yes, you are. You're putting all of this on me. I can't believe you're doing this. Where's your fucking wife? Where's your wife? I'll talk to Trish. I'm not dealing with them.
Oh, okay. Can you make somehow? That's all I need you to do.
That's all you fucking care about is you. That's all.
And it seems now and only now that Jennifer finally gets this. With Jeremy, it's only about and ever will be only Jeremy. That's all it's going to be about. Because Jeremy doesn't care who he hurts. He doesn't care who he puts into situations that they're going to suffer from because of his actions. He doesn't care. It's all about him. I'm glad Jennifer finally realizes this. And hopefully she'll get out of this stupid ass relationship she has with him. And I cannot stand to listen to this any longer. We can definitely tell that this is edited phone calls. This is not the full phone calls. You can definitely already hear cuts in there. But she needs to get out of this relationship and find herself better help. And try to get herself some legal help because she might possibly be facing charges in regards to what she's been doing for Jeremy. It is a possibility. Now, for just a minute, guys, I want to briefly go over my video where I talked about Steve-O and some of his comments. No, that was not an attack. No, that was not Me going after subscribers, I didn't gain any subscribers from that video. I wasn't trying to gain subscribers from that video. But what I will address is someone accusing me of literally deleting comments on my videos that are negative. I don't delete comments that are negative in the form of constructive criticism and telling me that I got something wrong. However, Pat Piro here, the comments you're seeing currently on the screen, commented on both the Steve-O video and commented on another video 3 days ago. Same comment on both videos. I never even touched these. I never deleted these at all. For some reason, YouTube didn't like them, and YouTube got rid of these. I can't even read the full version because this is all I get in my notifications. I believe you took many things from their channel too seriously. Half the time, they were joking. First, you really need to lighten up. Second, you sound as though you are sticking up for, and then that's all I got. So if you're saying that I'm sticking up for Jeremy, you couldn't be further from the truth. I can't stand Jeremy DeWitt. He steals valor. He is a danger to society at large. I'm actually glad that the judge said you're not getting out. Your bonds are not getting reinstated. I know which ones they were joking about. If you took the time, instead of listening to the words that came out of Steve-O's mouth, half the time what I was saying wasn't an attack. Half the time what I was saying was he misspoke or he misunderstood something. That's not attacking. If you can't understand what constructive criticism is, and you're going to get this offended by something, as someone saying, I believe he misspoke. For instance, when I talked about him bringing up his wife in the video, I specifically stated that I believe he misspoke. He didn't mean to say can't. He meant to say I don't want to. I won't talk about what my wife does. That is exactly what I said in my video. When it came down to the state laws, for the state statutes in Florida, for the felon in possession, and for the state of Florida's equivalent of stolen valor, that's where I actually called him out on his interpretation of the laws. Because he misinterpreted what those laws said. If you've got a problem with that, then don't watch my channel. If you continue to come onto my channel and continue to make these comments, then yes, I will delete your comments because it goes and starts becoming harassment. It goes also and starts violating YouTube's guidelines and terms of service. Fact check yourself before you come at me like Pat did. So guys, again, I'm sorry for the little rant here at the end of the video, but it's something I had to talk about because I won't tolerate stuff like that. Pat has been actually muted from being able to comment on the channel because of her comments and because she's accusing me of stuff that I haven't done. Others will be done the same way. If you come at me with blatant accusations and you're going to start trouble and drama on the channel, you will get blocked from the channel. You will not be able to make comments on any videos. I don't tolerate attacks of any kind. And I don't tolerate people who come and start making comments without having actual proof to back up what they're saying. As usual, guys, like, share, and subscribe this. And also, don't forget, the Discord link is in the description for the video.